But now I'm across the street walking up the hill. So I'm like, dude, like this, I don't know what's gonna happen. So he's getting closer, and Jordan, I swear to you, I'm not saying this for the podcast. I swear to God, this happened. I put my Crocs in sport mode. That was my instinct, because like just in case, you know what I mean.
But there was nooks and crannies all over the place. Like it was really easy to hide.
No.
Eventually, you know, we started noticing things missing. Specifically, my brother's clothes were missing.
Someone's in the basement.
He'd go do laundry. So my mom was down there doing laundry. She comes running upstairs and it's like, there's someone in the basement.
Oh my God.
Apparently she just was down there doing laundry and heard a noise and looked over into the boxes, into the dark side of the basement, and just saw a face staring at her from there.
Bro. $249. Welcome back. Welcome home. You Are Here podcast listeners. Shout out to the realest partner of the You Are Here podcast. I had to breathe in because I'm telling you something real. The realest acting teaching you're going to get in the world. I said it. Whoops. Sorry. Adam Louder out of Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas area. AnytownActorsLab.com. Get on the website. Get a free online consultation. They're doing classes.
Workshops.
And they're filled up. Workshops are filling up.
Yep.
It's the best acting teaching. He knows what he's doing. Shout out Adam. AnytownActorsLab.com. And also shout out to the patrons. Patreon.com/YouAreHerePodcast. If you've donated, you're on the list. You know, the residuals are going to come back one day. And I just said that. The first time I said that. Something's going to happen.
Something's going to happen. Residuals?
Ooh, if you're trying to get rizzed up, the residuals will hit your bank account someday. And you're going to be on the list, and you're going to be just in the Hall of Fame of the podcast. If you like what we do and you support us, you can get on there and throw us a bone. We love you. Patreon.com/YouAreHerePodcast. And also the last thing, we are Twitch. Live streaming on Twitch. We're playing spooky games. It's the Halloween special.
Ghoulies.
Spookies. Ghoulies. And we're playing a crazy game today. So if you want to see us scream and cry and pee our pants, get on there. Twitch.tv/YouAreHerePodcast. When we're
Can I
promise
say?
a lot. You promise.
We do. We promise a lot.
Promise a lot.
We always overpromise, underdeliver.
Of course.
No, we do it
That's
backwards.
how you make it.
We do it backwards.
That's how you make it.
Right? Residual. What a good name for a podcast. The Residual. You may have to start a podcast called The Residual.
Should we change it?
No, it might be Jordan's thing. He came up with it.
Oh, and the logo is a drip.
Oh, and it's a fucking drip.
A drip of.
It's this upside down.
Hey, now you cursed. Now we're never going to get
It's this upside
monetized
down.
ever again.
Just the drop.
Oh, dude. We
Right?
could just turn the
It's
sign
residual.
upside down.
It's the Residual.
We could just turn the sign upside down.
Hold on. We might have a different show.
Yo, what? Wait, after dark, we turn
After
it.
dark, we turn the... And then the word...
That's kind of sick.
Drip, drip.
And what do we do?
But it's red.
Guys.
Oh.
Guys.
What?
We're doing a show today. It's Halloween.
Dude, why do I feel like it's so quiet?
Because it is,
so
man.
scared.
It's Halloween. We're very serious. They came to tune in for a spooky episode. It's Halloween. Okay?
It feels spooky.
Again, overpromise.
Hey, man.
No.
Are you ready to be frightened?
We're going to get right into it. We're not going to waste any time.
Okay.
What are you afraid of, Mike? No. What are you afraid of, dude?
Is this a clip show, or are we going to show stuff? We're going
to pull up anything.
Yeah.
You can pull up anything you want, man.
All of it.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to say thank you
Oh, dude, thank you for bringing espresso martinis,
for
by
the
the way.
espresso martinis, dude. I'm going to get messed up today.
We're going to get a little trashed and a little scared.
Oh, I just took a big gulp. Oh, my God. Damn, dude. I'm going to die, bro.
Bro, it's mostly coffee. Relax.
Is it?
Yeah, you're fine, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, and alcohol.
What am I scared of, huh?
What are you scared of, man? What gets you?
I'm going to be honest, dude.
Crawling,
I'm going to be honest. As a kid,
Yeah.
I'm in a house alone. Everything is out to get me.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. If I have to go down to the basement,
Yeah.
even down to the basement, and everyone's in the house,
Uh-huh.
and I have to turn off the light and run up the stairs,
Ooh.
well, your boy's running up the stairs with his hands like a dog. Like, I'm not even joking. You know what I mean?
Why is it so scary, the basement?
It's terrible.
Why is the basement of a house the scariest part of the house? Is a basement scarier than an attic?
Closer to
Guys.
hell.
Oh, good
I
point.
had both. Oh, shit, dude. That's real as
Is
hell.
a basement scarier than an attic?
Is the attic like creepy?
Attic is unfurnished, never developed.
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
Just
Yeah,
It's
it's
storage.
usually no, attics are pretty scary too.
Yeah.
But it's they're usually like got windows or something, some natural light.
There is some natural light.
Basements,
Basements have
like,
that little storm window or whatever, that little one on the top of the ceiling.
Yeah.
But you know, like bad things happen in basements. People don't normally drag like their hostages up to an attic to
it's more of a
kill
fight.
them.
It's
more of
a
like we're gonna throw you into the basement.
Because logically, it'd be more of a fight to drag a body up than down.
Yeah.
Or if you're gonna bury a body,
right,
you bury it as close to the ground as possible. Right.
The attic's for like hostages.
No, I think basement.
The basement?
Because
you could like tie them up.
I think the attic is like
man.
where like the ghostly figures stay.
And
to look at.
And there's also some cursed items in there.
And there's also
like an old doll.
Yeah.
Hey, and there's also a guy who could like just live in your ceiling for fucking months or years and eat your food when you're sleeping and then go back to the attic. And people have done that. I had no idea.
It's called rent hacking. People do it in New York all the time, actually.
What?
Yeah, to save some money. You just live in other people's apartments when they don't, like in their cabinets.
Come on.
In their cabinets.
What's this?
Dude, it's hard out there, bro. You got to save a buck.
You know what, dude? I fucking get it, actually.
I heard.
I would
I don't know.
That's the ultimate bachelor lifestyle, man.
Would you?
No, I wouldn't.
If you were single and you were just on the lam?
Just live in a
And you were in New York?
Yeah, and you
Like,
wanted to live in the city?
You just stay out all day.
No, you know what I'd do? I'd be one of those sewer men.
Oh,
The ones that...
Is that
yeah,
real?
the mole man. Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
real? People living in the sewer?
Bro, there's
Dude, this
documentaries
dude had
about
a full-ass like computer in there, and he ran internet like into the place.
I can't get Wi-Fi, strong Wi-Fi
sick.
at my house, like in my apartment.
I mean, he's playing World of Warcraft.
In
He's
the-
chilling.
in
it. And you're
Dude,
paying
killing
for
it,
that, bro.
And I'm paying. I'm paying $85 a month.
Who's
or
to
something.
say?
Crazy. What is something that's like happened to you that's like, have you had any spooky encounters recently?
Yeah, recently?
Yeah, recent. I have one that was freaking
You had
weird.
one, yeah.
I told you I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
tell you yet.
That might be
can
a
I
good
tell you?
starter. That might be a good starter.
So this is recent. This happened a week ago. I'm walking Teddy. It's midnight. It's like a little past midnight. It's the last night walk. I always throw my Crocs on. We go outside and walking down the street. And it looks like, and it's really dark. The moon's not really out, and it's not reflecting much light, so I can't really see much. But I could see the outline of a garbage can, like a pail. And then it looks like a garbage bag is next to it. I'm about like 25 feet away from it, but I'm walking towards that part of the sidewalk. So it looks like a garbage bag sitting on the curb next to the pail. I get closer and closer to the bag with Teddy, and Teddy's off the leash. I'm letting Teddy do his thing. It's midnight. No one's around. And there's a head. It looks like a bald head outside of the garbage bag. And I'm like, what the fuck is that, dude? And it just like, I'm seeing the reflection of the head. I get closer and I start to get like, you know when you start to get like dry mouth and you sweat a little bit? Because I feel like something's up. It's not a garbage bag. It's a man, right? I can see the silhouette of a man now. And he's hunched over and his head is in his legs. He's almost like crisscross applesauce and his head is in between his feet. And he's like kind of rocking it. And I'm like, okay. And now I'm like walking past him with Teddy, trying to catch up to Teddy. Like, all right, keep going, Teddy. Get the other side and then we'll go across the street. And then I run him across the street. We turn the corner. And I'm like, I'll give this guy like hopefully 5-10 minutes. He didn't acknowledge me. Didn't even pick up his head to see behind me. I was making noise, like trying to get his attention and be like, I'm here. Someone's behind you. Like, you're acting weird. Do something. Nothing. Again, cross the street. I'm trying to get Teddy to poop. He's not pooping. So I'm like, shit. So I'm like trying to get him to poop a little bit. He's not doing it. I'm like, all right, I got to go back to my street. Coming back, I'm like, he's probably gone by now. It's been 5 minutes. Still there. Still in the same position, head rocking, sniffling a little bit. And I'm like, oh, God. But now I'm across the street walking up the hill. So I'm going to keep walking Teddy up. My mentality is I'm going to keep walking Teddy up this hill. And he starts to poop. And I'm like, thank God. And the guy's still seated at that corner spot on the curb until Teddy starts to poop. What does this guy do? As if it was written this way. He rocks his head back. I'm just seeing a shot, like a silhouette too. I don't see him. Rocks his head back and stands up on both feet. Crosses his arms like this. He's in a polo. He's clean. He looks clean. He looks like a 35-year-old man. Crosses his arms like this and just starts walking up the block towards me now. So now he's walking the same place I'm at, but just across on the other side of the street. So I'm like, fuck, dude. Like this, I don't know what's gonna happen. So he's getting closer. And Jordan, I swear to you, I'm not saying this for the podcast. I swear to God, this happened. I put my Crocs in sport mode. That was my instinct. Because like just in case, you know what I mean? Jordan, you know what I mean? because just in case, you need to be able to move. I need to be able to know I got traction if something happens.
At that rate, just pop the Crocs off.
I should have, but I felt like strong in the Croc. I felt good. I didn't want to,
that was your only confidence.
I didn't want to be too crazy and kick the shoes off, but I was like, I want to be in action mode in case something happens. Crocs in sport mode. Teddy's finishing his poop. The guy's doing this, going up the hill. He gets level with me, just about level with me on top of the hill. I haven't taken my eyes off him once, not a second, until I pick up Teddy's shit. I have to look down at the sidewalk. I'm picking up where he's sitting. I'm glancing away from him for a second. I turn back like this. He is in the street with his arms folded. I still can't see his face. It's so dark. And he's staring at my chest like this, facing me like this. And I'm like, oh, dude, almost peed. Like every tingly sensation like started in my body. I was like, I'm gonna have to hit this man, and I don't know what else to do. He does this thing, stares at my chest for 3-4 seconds. It felt like 20 seconds, and just walks up and around the corner and up the street. Never saw him again. Haven't seen him before. Haven't seen him since. Don't know who he was.
Damn.
I have no explanation.
So you're scared of homeless people?
The scariest part of this story. No, he wasn't homeless. The scariest part of this story is he never looked me in my face. He only looked at my chest. And he only looked at me when I turned my back to him. The one fucking time. And he wasn't just looking at me from across the street. He walked into the street, turned his body, and was facing me. You explain that. What is that?
Probably was looking at you too. He was probably in the same situation as you.
What?
You think about it? He was walking.
He probably
his
was
dog.
so creeped out by you.
We were both just super creeped. Like,
He was trying to get
Why
away
is this
from
dude
you.
going up in the street backwards?
yeah. Why is he turning? Why is he turning
Why
back?
is he flipping his Crocs on no action mode?
Yeah. Why'd he get down?
Hey,
Was he
that's the
grabbing?
equivalent of squaring up. You know, you're like you go into a sport mode.
The sound
You have
the
to
sound of your Croc going back is like a gun.
Dude, I'm armed and dangerous. No, bro, but it was terrifying. It was awful.
I mean, I'm not saying I would want that to happen to me.
And past midnight, you're alone. Can't even see him.
At dark.
I couldn't see his face. I still don't know what his face looked like.
Yeah.
Younger
Unknown.
dude.
That's the worst. The unknown.
Didn't know.
Dude, you should just carry a sword
Yeah.
at all times.
Do you carry any weapon or anything?
No. You mean
That's what I was about to say.
you mean these?
Thank you, dude.
That's it. I mean
was-
these.
I was,
yeah,
I
two
was
of
laying
these.
you up there, right there.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Got it, bro.
I do have 2 of those registered in the state of New Jersey.
I will say, actually, a real fear that I had to deal with a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be so stupid. Remember me and you at the cafe,
Yeah.
and we went downstairs,
Yeah, dude.
and I was like,
Yes.
I've had run-ins in that basement before
Yeah.
with actual homeless.
Well,
people.
fill them in. There's homeless people that have been in there before.
Yeah, in
One
the past,
man
some guy wasn't locking the door, and some dude that was known by
eating
everyone
raw
would
cookies
come in.
and like just
Yeah.
living down there.
You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And it's a lot of women that work
Older guy,
there.
yeah.
Like
Most
it's
of
kind
them
of
work
a little
there.
scary. So I heard that someone was down there. That they're like the guy's down there, the homeless guy. And I'm like, you know what, man?
I think I told you that.
I was so scared,
Yeah.
but I'm like, all right, man. Like, let me go down there. I'm like at the door. I'm like, all right. I'm like trying to hear. I'm like sitting there for at least 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Everyone's like waiting. I'm like, oh my god, I don't
Yeah.
want to go down. So I just go down. I'm like, you know what? Let me just act like, oh, I'm gonna go get cookies.
Just pretend.
Right?
You're playing
I'm
pretend.
I'm playing pretend.
Yeah.
To give myself an easier route to do it. Because if I just am like, oh yeah, let's go, man, I wouldn't do that. You know, which is I think just it separates the boys.
Yeah.
And the men.
Oh, that's a great
Right.
point. Yeah.
But
you did it the Sigma way.
You
thought
went
about
Sigma.
it.
Yeah, I thought about it,
try
man.
You try to.
so I walk in there and and
Sigma
like,
brain.
It's very Sigma. That's me. Now, when you go down there, it's like just a straight thing, and everything. I don't know why they made it like this. It's just cages,
Yeah.
which is just I don't know why they.
It looks like a prison.
Yeah, it's like a prison
Yeah.
basically. You go down there, and it's just like a long hallway in the middle, and then like all these rooms.
Yeah.
You can't really see in them because there's all this shit everywhere. And I'm like listening. I'm like trying to hear. I'm like, I don't hear this guy. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go into this. I go into our thing,
Yeah.
and I'm start like rustling around, pretending to do stuff. Like,
yeah.
right. And I'm trying to listen. I hear like stuff moving around. I'm like, oh fuck, he's here. So then I go back. I try looking, and I go back to the way like I kind of came, and I was to see if he was trying to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And I came back, and we just meet.
Oh no
And
way!
I turned and was like,
Wait, you
like
did
that.
both of you?
Yeah.
Oh no!
And I sat there and I went to him like, what's up, man? Like, how you doing? Like, I just treat him like normal.
And
I was like, oh, like, what are you doing here? He's like, and immediately, this dude had no, like, you'd think, like, if you're a homeless, you'd have, like, 50 million. If I was homeless, I'd think of, like, a million scenarios to get myself out of something. You know? Like, oh, I'm down here. Like, the guy was just like, oh, Tommy told me I could be down here for a couple days. I was like, and I said, oh, okay.
okay.
You live down here for a couple days. I'm like, oh, all right. And I'm like, all right, man, sounds good.
Live in the storage prison for a few days.
And I went all the way back up.
Dude.
I said, yeah, he's down there. We gotta call the police. We gotta call the police. The guy's down there.
You just faced him. The first thing was like, how do I de-escalate this situation?
Yeah.
Hey,
because he was like sweating.
Yeah,
like,
no,
I was like,
that dude was always sweaty.
yeah.
Yeah, he was sweaty. He yelled at you one time.
He did?
Yeah, at the counter, he came running and screaming at you.
Oh yeah, and you got so angry, and I was just like laughing at him.
Same guy?
Same guy.
Yeah, same guy.
So he was like a customer?
No.
We can't really talk about it, but he's got some connections.
He's got connections. Yeah. Let's leave it there. Let's say family. Can we say family?
All right.
Okay.
So let's say
Make
that.
it even more.
Anyway. Yeah, you
That
got
was scary.
screamed at a little bit.
But this other time, I was scared of the same situation. Like, dude's down there.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like rabid, like foaming at the mouth.
I didn't know you met him face to face. Like
Yeah,
that. I didn't know that.
No, and it was like a turn. Like we both turned at the corner, and I'm like, oh my god. And I was like, what's up? that's my go-to. How you doing, man? No, but this second time, I went down there and I start hearing like some crazy noise. Like someone's like going through a bag, like doing this, and I'm like, "Rrr, rrr," like all this shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
He's
is
back.
That? I was like, someone's down here.
He's back.
You know? And I go there and I start walking, and I walk closer and closer. I'm like, hello? I hear, and I hear like all the shit moving and everything. Like these crazy ass noises. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. And I remember this was around closing, and I was like, I had to call the boss, and I was like, someone's down there. Like someone is fucking down.
Basement.
Like we're fucked. And it's like bad. Like I don't want to leave someone for next morning. Someone's here.
Yeah.
You know? So
Whoop whoop.
the cop comes.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I'm pretty sure someone's down there. Like, I have no clue. And they're like, oh, okay. We go down there. We walk down the hallway, and there's just this like mechanical looking industrial box. And like we wait for like 2 minutes, and it just goes like and it makes all the noise. I was like, bro, what? It sounds insane.
It's an insane sound.
It's
for
insane.
A
It makes
machine.
no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It sounds like human road.
and the cops is like, and I was like, damn, I'm a bitch. I told him that. He's like, oh, it's all right.
It's the shame. The shame, dude.
Yeah, I felt bad.
Shame. Yeah, bro. That's scary when you see when you saw him when you turned. Like that's fucking
The
terrible.
scariest thing is people,
Of course. I mean, hey,
right?
isn't that what they say? Greatest predator is a human being
No, it's a cheetah.
or a bear?
Cheetah.
It's a cheetah.
Yeah, bro.
Have you ever been attacked by a cheetah?
No, but you've seen it.
Did a cheetah break
I've watched
into
a
the
lot.
basement?
No, I've watched a lot of cheetah videos, man. Or like a bear.
Yeah,
What do you think will make do the most damage?
bear
You think?
easily.
Out of all the animals?
Yeah.
Like land animals?
Grizzly bear.
No, like a jaguar?
Grizzly
No,
bear.
actually, dude, like a monkey, like a
What?
yes.
Bro, chimpanzee?
Yeah, because they rip you
Dude.
apart.
You
They'll
don't think
rip
a
your nuts
bear
off.
would like a bear eats you from
No, a bear-
the butt first, dude. It does, man. I'm not even just saying that. It does.
But
I mean, that's-
I think the bear though would it'll just chomp you, but the monkey's like smart enough to be like, oh, it's gonna suffer, and it just rips your arm off,
Rip its eyelids
and then
off.
rips all your arms.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it'll
And then all
rips
your
your face
legs.
off, rips
And then
your
you're
nuts
just-
off.
and
That
then
would
you're just-
suck to have your face ripped off.
Then you're just a
and
mass,
you're just like,
and you're still alive.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I guess it's more thoughtful
yeah.
about what
That's
it's gonna
scary.
do.
And it won't even eat you.
No, just let you die.
Like a bear would at least eat you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You serve some purpose.
Yeah.
Chimpanzee just wants to kill you.
Yeah.
Chimp just wants to take you out
Yeah,
and
I
like
don't
slowly
fuck with
do it.
chimps.
My dad had a spider monkey when before I was born
That's insane.
in New Jersey.
That's absolutely insane.
What? In an apartment.
Did he?
I don't know how he got it. I don't know the story. He just had
I'm
it.
talking about you,
How does one
dude.
acquire a spider monkey?
I'd like to know how to get that. My hands on one.
I do know about the monkey's paw, though.
Oh,
What is that?
You know, the paw that grants wishes, but it's like...
Edgar Allan Poe, right?
Whoa.
Is that Edgar Allan Poe?
Uh huh.
Really?
But like, it's like, you know, it fucks with you. Though.
Yeah, it's not good.
Someone's got to tell a scary story.
I have one right now.
You do?
I heard the scariest shit on this other thing. I was listening to a story about a Winnebago. I don't know if I'm saying it right, because a Winnebago is like a thing you travel with, right?
That's an RV. Right?
No, but there's another thing. When you buy, I don't know, some Winnebago or something like that.
It's not sounding good.
But it's
really
like
unscary
it's like
now.
it's okay. Let me tell the story. Okay, all right, guys, cozy up.
Okay.
Hold hands.
This is scary lighting. Scary lighting.
Oh, dude, this is great. Oh, this is like campfire, dude. Perfect. So the guy goes out. He's a hunter, right? He's in Texas, and he's a hunter. And one night he had like a plan to go out with a few people, and instead of the people like coming with him, they bailed on him. His buddies bailed on him. So he's like, you know what? Fuck it. I wanted to get this thermal like scope. So this night vision scope. So I got the night vision scope. Oh, go ahead.
Did you keep going?
Okay. So I got the night vision scope, right? And I'm not gonna lose my weekend trip. I'm gonna take this hunting trip alone or not. So he's like, I go to this property. It's a public area to hunt. It's a public area to hunt, right? It's a public area to hunt. So I go out there by myself. He's saying, and he's like, climb up in this tree, and I'm starting to make my marks. You know, this is 25 yards away. This is 50 yards away. This is 75 yards away. This is 100 yards away. I got my night vision out, my scope. I'm sitting up
Wait,
there.
what?
What, dude?
Your night vision on your scope? What are you talking about right now? I didn't listen at all.
You son of a bitch, man. You're setting the tone and you're not listening. Dude.
Listen to my story. Are you playing Call of Duty?
Listen to my story.
You're playing Call of Duty
Okay,
right now?
no, this is serious. He really did this. He really had a night vision scope.
Okay.
So he's out there. I'm sitting in my tree, he said, and I'm there for like 2-3 hours. We're way past midnight. I'm getting late and almost the morning's coming, and I'm kind of getting like antsy. My back's up to this tree. I'm sitting there. Let me do something else. I get down, he says, and I go to another tree about 50 yards away, right? Go climb up in that tree, and I start setting up my targets again. This is 25 for markers, 50 yards, 75 yards. And just as I'm about to see 100 yards, I start to hear a rustle. Okay? And what I hear is I put my scope up, and I could see that it looks like something is moving on its hind legs towards the area that I was at before. But it's moving primarily on its hind legs, but also using its front legs to clear brush and like touch the ground. Right, so it's clearing the brush right there. And now, once I get my scope out, I'm looking at it. It gets to my tree, my old tree. It bends down on its hind legs, and it puts its hands in between its legs. It looks like a human. It's naked, and it's got its palms in the floor between its feet, and it reaches its head back like this. And he says, "I'm watching it," and a voice comes out of it that doesn't sound like a man's voice, which is what it looks like. It's a woman's voice saying, "Help me, help me! I can't hear. I can't walk. I need help. Anyone there? I need help." Exactly. So, oh no.
I think I found footage from this exact thing.
Did you?
Where's the flashlight?
Whoa.
Pull the flashlight, please?
Are you ruining my story?
This
or is
just
this real?
in.
That's it. That is it. There's two of them?
How can you not see it, Kel?
Right there, right?
Yeah.
Watch
Dude.
this. Think for this, right?
What do you think it
Can
is?
you just record this?
I'm in the middle of it.
You can record this.
Look at the
Oh,
ratio.
yeah,
Dude.
close to this.
Yeah, this is bad.
Yeah, it's a bad video.
Never mind.
Nothing
I'm
happened.
sorry,
It's
continue.
not like-
Continue.
The voice
Ready?
is in a
Hold it.
woman's voice.
Wait, I hear it.
Holy shit. No, it's a woman's voice saying, "Help, help, help." All right, I
Do the
can't walk.
voice.
I can't walk. Dude, say it. I can't walk. No, I can't walk. It's saying in a human voice. There it is. There it is. Okay. So now he's freaking out,
Okay.
right? Because the thing is clearly trying to bait him into exactly the old tree he was at. And then it's trying to pick up, see the tree? Then he's trying to pick up, he's noticing like markers from the tree, like scent.
Oh.
And he keeps saying the voice, "I'm hurt. I can't walk. Please help me. I'm lost." So the guy's watching this for like 10 minutes. And the thing is still, eventually it turns towards him in the direction he's in. Turns towards him. looks in his direction. No way he could see him, right? It's too far.
Yeah.
He says, I see the corners of the cheek and the eyes squinting and the lips curling as if he's smiling in my direction. Like he's got me. Like he knows where I am. So the first thing I do is I fire a shot over its head. Boom.
Whoa.
Right? The thing doesn't move. Isn't scared. Doesn't flinch. If you were a human, you're doing something.
Yeah.
Screaming. He's not moving. He's naked out there, curled up, looking in your direction, smiling. Shot goes over his head. Does not move. Still smiling. And starts coming towards him. Like bounding towards him.
Ugh.
Long, limbering, weird movements.
Ugh.
Human, naked, doing this. He shoots again. Boom. Nothing. Doesn't scare him. He does one more shot. It cuts through some brush like near him, and it just does enough to send the thing in another direction, back towards the tree and away. He says, I'm trying to like load up my chamber, my cartridge. It falls out. I'm trying to find a new one. I can't. And then I think I don't have the right equipment to fight this thing.
Yeah.
So I run down the tree and run towards my car. I get in my car and I book it. And he's like,
What?
He's like, I didn't know what it was until I told my nephew the story. We were camping like years later. And my nephew said, oh, have you ever heard of a Winnebago? I don't know what it's called.
Winnebago.
Winnebago?
We're talking about a skinwalker.
It's a skinwalker. But the natives would call it,
Holy shit.
yes, this thing. So that was the story.
That's terrifying.
And that's one of the scariest things I've ever heard.
That's terrifying. That's fucking terrifying.
Imagine that. It's voice, dude.
Have you ever just been in the woods alone?
No.
Growing up, I lived in a lot of woods.
You would do that?
Dude, sometimes I'd go out just hiking and like, I don't know why I would do it, man, but I don't know. It just felt bad.
What's something you would do, Jordan, that would be spooky? Did you like that? Would you put yourself in situations like that?
No, I was really skittish as a kid.
Yeah.
I think. But I think like as I got older, I started to get more into horror movies and like scary stuff in general, and it scared me less. But I think when I was a kid, like I was pretty easily scared.
Me too.
But yeah, I mean, I had a similar thing happen in my house when I was a kid with the basement thing.
Cue it up.
Really?
Yeah.
Hit it.
Well, it's not as scary as a skinwalker.
No, but this is a real story. This is a
dude.
real
Get
story.
us through it.
But I was a latchkey kid, so I spent a lot of time by myself. My brother he's 11 years older than me, so he, was in high school, had band practice, all that kind of stuff. So I would walk myself home a lot. And I'm saying like early elementary school, I was walking myself home.
Oh, jeez, walking himself home.
And I spent a lot of time by myself, kind of just wandering around the house, being, your normal kid, whatever. But
yeah.
I remember just like always hearing weird noises, but we lived in a 2-family house, so I just assumed that it was the upstairs neighbors, even though they were all at work during the day. But I would always hear weird noises in the house. It was specifically in the walls. The house would settle, but there'd always be
Hissing and
knocking,
stuff? Oh, knocking.
scratching noises and stuff. And
Oh.
in retrospect, we probably had mice living in the walls or something.
Yeah.
Or something. But it was like, it was weird. My brother, being older than me, took advantage of the fact that I was, like, a scaredy cat.
Yeah.
And told me that there were skeletons in the walls, and they had knocked on the walls to wake us up because they wanted to get out of the walls. Oh. But that's a separate story.
Such a for other thing to do.
But yeah, I used to hear noises when I would get home from school, and like, I was the only one in the house.
Right.
And this house is 100 years old when I was a kid.
Oh, so it's an old home.
Yeah, it was pretty old. And like not in the best shape, kind of a shitty house, honestly. And it was right next door to an old Lutheran church that had all kinds of like AA meetings and stuff, which is normal, I think. But like the people from the meetings would always kind of end up in our backyard somehow.
Okay.
In our driveway.
Hold up.
And just like congregate and smoke and stuff outside of our house. Because like we shared a driveway with the
church.
That's great.
And more than once I remember like me and my neighborhood friends would break into the back of the church and like sneak around and like look at stuff. We didn't do anything super bad, but whatever. But anyway, long story short, we started to like, I used to do laundry as a kid because my mom, single mom, she needed help. So I would do laundry. I actually liked doing it. So I spent a lot of time in our creepy basement. And our basement was like genuinely creepy. There was a random toilet in the corner. Like very dusty, very cobwebby. There's boxes of stuff everywhere. It was cluttered, but it was big. It was a big basement, so I would usually stick to the area right by the washer and dryer because it scared the shit out of me. But there was nooks and crannies all over the place. Like it was really easy to hide.
No.
And there's only one light in the whole basement. One dangling light bulb, you know?
Dude.
So
Why do we do that to ourselves?
eventually, you know, we started noticing things missing. Specifically, my brother's clothes were missing.
Someone's in the basement.
He'd go do laundry,
Someone's
laundry,
wearing your brother's clothes.
and his clothes would go missing. You know, we started noticing like stuff was moved. My mom started to hear the noises too, and we kind of got freaked out by it. And one day, it was actually, I think it was a weekend, so my mom was down there doing laundry, and I just hear her start screaming, and she comes running upstairs, and it's like, there's someone in the basement.
Oh my god.
Apparently, she just was down there doing laundry and heard a noise and looked over into the boxes, into the dark side of the basement, and just saw a face staring at her from there.
Bro.
And there was a guy living in our basement for like 6 months.
Oh my god.
Just stealing our clothes and like, who knows if he went into our house? Because I mean, like, you know, we locked the doors and stuff, but who knows if he was in the house at night, came upstairs. I mean,
Just hovered over you while you slept.
we're taking our food, you know, and you know, the better part of me says, oh, this guy was homeless, he needed help, and like he was just trying to find somewhere to like sleep at night. But also, I don't know what the fuck he did while he was down there. You know, was he? You know, I was a little kid, and my mom was alone a lot of times with me, and you know, they got him, they caught him.
Good.
I don't know what happened to him. It's kind of a sad story, kind of a weird story, but also just like, this is what happens. You live in a multi-family house, man. The back door was always
Don't
open.
tell me that here, dude.
Like our door to our house was locked, but like the door into the basement was open because it was a shared door. So
Just like my door.
lock your doors.
Like your
Yeah, just people can just pop into the
I
basement.
mean, I was in the
Dude,
basement 30 minutes.
I know, and I heard noises, and it terrified
I'm there
me.
twice a week. You don't even know.
Oh my god. Dude.
Okay. Well,
When you walked up, you knocked on my window, and that's one of my biggest fears, bro. My biggest fear is when I'm sleeping.
Well, I was looking at you through the blinds for
Oh
a second.
my God.
I was
isn't
like,
that
look.
crazy? You could see him through the
Yeah,
blinds.
Yeah, dude.
Your bedroom,
You gotta put curtains
we
up,
can
though.
see you through the blinds.
Don't say that.
Well, you know why I did that? I didn't mean to scare you. It's because sometimes I knock and you don't hear me knock on the door.
No, man.
So I was
it's
like,
all
I'll
good.
knock on the window. He's right there.
I watch you
But
sometimes.
you knew I
through the
was coming. I
blinds.
told you I was on my way.
I know, but sometimes I like forgetting.
Just
So I
why
get scared.
don't you just get a Nest Cam or something for the porters?
Yeah, bro.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, get a little cam.
That's a good idea.
What do you think of these videos online of people post their Nest Cam stuff?
I don't want
and,
that
Can we
shit.
watch
And the
those?
lights and cameras go off, but there's no one
Bro,
there.
those
How
are
about the ones
we
when you
love that
see a
shit.
guy show up on the door? He's like, "Hey, I've come to like kill you." Have you ever seen those?
Yeah, I've seen all kinds of
Yeah,
weird stuff.
yeah.
I don't
I
like that shit,
we
bro.
could pull them up.
I hate it.
That's
I
one of
hate
the
it all.
truly scariest things I've ever heard. What you just said. That's one of my.
I don't
biggest
like
fears.
that, man. That's not fun.
But remember we were talking about the attic thing? That's
Yeah.
what I'm referring to. Like someone nesting in your place
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
without you.
Well,
knowing.
that's what I was. Yeah, I was.
That's
yeah,
That's why,
horrifying.
that's why, dude. Actual people doing shit is the scariest shit.
and your mother's alone, like in the bed, or you're alone in the basement.
And
Well, I was down there
the
by
thing-
myself all the time.
The thing
So
I can't.
this guy has definitely like been in close proximity to me while I was doing laundry as like a 7-year-old.
He's just watching you like in the boxes like this at you, like
like not
just
breathing.
staring.
Like
He
just
never,
watching.
he didn't do anything, didn't hurt us, didn't do anything.
Thank
I
God.
know, but
Who's to
like
say he wasn't
there's something like
crazy?
there's something about just like if you're watching someone in their space
Yeah.
and they don't know you're there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I feel like that's just so many boundaries.
well, it's like a
broken.
thrill thing. It's like a thrill.
Oh, well, I think he was just trying to live, bro.
Well,
Like,
but probably
classic,
I
like-
don't know. We don't
I
know.
don't think he liked.
We don't know. We
I
don't know.
So I don't like how to your mom, you just like was looking
Just
at
looking
her.
at her.
That shit that's the most terrifying. Doing absolutely nothing. If someone went like like I'd be like, all right, good. Like,
I'm dead, but good.
But if he's just looking
Yeah.
at me and I'm like, I wouldn't know what to do.
Oh, for sure.
I would probably. You ever imagine like sometimes when we're playing the scary games on Twitch, shout out twitch.tv/YouAreYourPodcast. Like when you're on there and like the reaction you can have,
It's so scary.
it's like literally like just full terror.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if that happened to me, I would probably faint. Like if I turned around like and I was down there and someone's just like looking at me,
Yeah.
I'd probably just pass out. from just the terror.
I don't know, bro.
I feel like in situations where I'm
handle it.
already creeped out, I get like hyper aware of my surroundings. So like I'll hear every little sound. I think I would already be on edge.
You'd already spotted him.
No, I can't go downstairs.
Yeah, I would just be like, I don't know.
I can't go downstairs anymore.
Oh.
It's over.
Well, so after I lived there, we moved to another town, and the house was much less creepy. But I remember, like, I had these kinds of experiences
God,
like
I got
everywhere I lived, but like except where I live now, actually.
I can't.
Well,
Oh, no.
but like
Oh, no.
the house I
Actually.
grew up in middle school after this house, where the guy was living in the basement. It was a single family house, but we had a 2-story garage across the yard,
Cue it.
and the whole upstairs of the garage was like at one point was an apartment.
Oh.
Without a bathroom, without any kitchen. It was just like apparently like the
Studio?
I don't know, man.
It's just a room.
It was just a bunch of rooms with
Okay.
like flooring and wallpaper, but no kitchen, no bathroom.
Dude, architecture like that, scary.
But it was built in the 50s by the people who owned the house before my
It
family.
was like a secret room.
They built the house, and someone had lived in the garage for a while.
Fuck, man.
And mind you, like the garage itself, no heat. There's power, but no heat, no plumbing. Just wood, rafters, dust, and then the windows are boarded up. Fuck. Very strange. But I used to go up there all the time and just like look around because there was like stuff from the 50s,
Yeah.
like just in the walls and stuff.
Whoa.
Oh, great.
But more than once, I would come home from school or be out at night, and like my bedroom faced the backyard, and I could see from my bed, I could see the windows and the top of the garage, and I swear like the curtains would move and stuff, and it was probably like a draft or something. That's what you tell yourself. But
Yeah.
I mean, I remember coming home after watching The Ring for the first time. I went to the theater with my mom to watch The Ring. The movie scared the shit out of me.
That's one of the scariest movies of all time.
Well, when you're I don't know when it came out, like
we were kids.
2001 or something.
Yeah, we were
Like I
kids.
was like 10 years old.
Yeah,
And I remember seeing it and like not sleeping for like a week. But I remember coming home and like looking up at the garage as we walked into the house and seeing the windows. And I swear to God, like it burned in this like idea that there was somebody watching me from the garage.
Oh.
But yeah, we also had motion lights outside the garage, and all the time the lights would go off. And it was probably there's probably a simple explanation, but like there was always like noises and people not people walking, but like things setting off the motion lights and stuff by the garage. So I don't know, man. But then the apartment building I lived in after was like an old apartment building on the other side of town.
Yeah.
That was mostly old people living in the building. And there was a guy upstairs who I guess was retired, and I think he just he drank a lot and he liked drinking alone, so he built like in the basement behind the water heater and furnace, he built a little room for himself.
Oh
Hey,
my God, dude.
Don't do that.
And
Creepy guy.
the day I moved in with my mom. Like I was just started college, so it was like my last apartment before moving out by myself. So like we moved in and I was like trying to do some laundry downstairs
Again with the laundry.
because they had
People
laundry. I
gotta
was like,
stay out of the laundry
yes,
rooms.
dude, we have laundry. I don't have to go to laundry. And this guy's just in the basement. He's just behind the water heater. This old man, and I was like, he introduced himself.
drinking?
Old Polish guy, very nice
Oh,
guy,
sick.
very nice guy. But he had a weird little room behind the
That's
water heater
crazy.
To drink
bro.
it.
where he had like an old raggedy old couch
Oh.
and old porno mags on the table
Oh.
and just bottles and bottles
He's
of
just
booze.
drinking and jerking.
I was like, yeah, he made a little room.
God.
And he's like, you ever want to drink down here?
Oh.
You ever want to come and sit in here?
Don't sit.
Have a good
And
time.
he like invited me to his little cubby hole
He's
in
like,
the basement.
he was probably so proud of it. He's like, I built this.
And mind you, this was this old build. I don't know if you know about like old apartment buildings.
Yeah.
A lot of times they have like
I built a tug and chug room.
yeah. That's great. That's exactly what it was. But
Right? Like,
Couch is great.
this building had cockroaches that were, I swear to God, like 4 inches long. The biggest fucking cockroach. They never came into our apartment. They were only in the basement.
oh.
But that room was full of these giant cockroaches.
I feel like I want to throw up.
He's just drinking
This
and
guy,
tugging with
throw
the
up,
you know,
cockroaches.
you know. But we know what's weird. I would see him maybe once a month, like randomly, outside, inside the house, in the basement, whatever. I never heard any noise from his apartment. Like, I don't know if he was just never up there or that he went upstairs and just slept or what, but like, it's almost like he was never in his apartment. So very
feel
strange.
good right now. I really don't feel good. Bro, have you ever seen that video of the guy that like he was living in this like community and he was like, there's really like no one here. Like he doesn't see people going, and he was like testing every day like how many people would come in and out of like down this like street into like this village. And dude, he went to every single door, knocked on it like for a week, and no one was there.
No one lived there?
No one lived
Just
there.
him.
And he noticed it's just him.
Oh, God.
I feel like that happens with planned communities. You know, they build 100 houses, but they only sell 30 of them.
But the lights would go on and shit. The lights would turn on.
Oh, that's fucking weird then.
Would you ever hear the ghost cities?
No.
Like out in China?
Is our audio good? Double check, triple check.
It's going.
Okay, all right.
I've been watching. It's been going.
Okay, what are these ghost communities?
Well, there's whole cities in China that, because of rapid growth, they would build high rises and whole city sections.
No, this is great. Play it. This is good, man. No, cut it off.
Ghost City.
Hey, bro. Keep going.
It's not creepy in like a literal ghost.
It's eerie.
But it's just they build entire cities, like high rise skyscraper apartment buildings, and no one lives there.
Mike is
Whole cities,
sweating.
blocks and blocks of buildings, empty, because they had such fast development. They expected, I guess, a middle
boom.
class to pop up and buy
never
these
did.
apartments, and instead they're just empty.
And you'd think there'd be like families, and children.
So
No,
it's
just
kind of like
empty
dystopian,
ghosts.
apocalyptic. Like, why are these empty skyscrapers? Like, and yeah, I don't know if it's only happening in parts of China. I've heard about it there, but very strange.
Yeah.
Spooky.
Yeah. All right, we're done.
All right, well, let's talk about things that. All right, so I came up with like a couple things that really scare the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Like,
Man, the
truly,
laundry
genuinely, like
That
but not
Polish
just
man,
things-
I'm never gonna forget that.
When is the scariest you've ever been in your life?
Oh man. Fuck. This is a stupid one when I was a kid, but it was really scary at the time.
Yeah.
And it was a haunted house thing.
Yeah.
And I just didn't like haunted house. I never been to one. It was my first experience, and there was a dude who was outside of the haunted house. Ugh. And he was in a giant, like, 20-foot cage with an open ceiling. And he was like climbing the bars and like and we were all in line to go in, and he's like talking to us, "Let me out, please. Come on, tell him to let me out. Come on." And I was like, no, don't let him out. Like I was telling like the adults, like, no, please leave him in there. Leave him in there. He had the prisoner like jumpsuit on, his all ripped and tattered. His eyes were all like hollow and deep set. And he ended up climbing over the thing, 20 feet. Climbed it like a gymnast. He must have been a gymnast. Climbs it, hops over the edge of it, jumps down, and he's like, and he just comes like running up to me and like wraps me up. And like my aunt's like, "Oh, isn't this great?" And I'm like screaming, like, "Get him off me!" Like, help. And then we get into the house, and there's a vampire, like in one of the first rooms, like a vampire. And I'm wailing at this point. Like I'm like 6, and I'm like wailing, dude.
tapped out before you.
Dude, I was toast. And I'm just trying to get comfort. And the vampire is like, "Oh, it's okay." He picks me up and he sits me on his lap. And I guess like everyone's looking at me laughing. And I'm like, "Why are they fucking laughing?" Because I'm crying. And I turn to my left, and the vampire's got his teeth like this, and it's trying to get in my neck. And I'm like, "Ah!" And I'm like fucking screaming more. So that was like one of the scariest moments of my life.
I can't think of a vampire without thinking of like the Count Chocula. Like, duh.
Yeah.
That's okay. Duh.
Hey, that's okay.
It's not scared of me. Holy shit.
That was one of the scary moments, dude.
Why are things? I mean, I guess it's just a lack of understanding, but like, why are things so
sure.
much scarier when you're a kid? And like, I think like literally like the view, your POV as a kid, everything looks really big.
Can I tell you? That's a good point. Your POV, yeah, that cage wasn't 20 feet tall. Like I saw it as 20 feet tall, and I saw him limber up and flip over it and like land in my face. Like it definitely wasn't that. Yeah, but I saw it like that. I guess as a kid, and it like amplified the fear. Like I would have saw his makeup and like, "Oh, this is just another dude acting." If I was 20, but as a kid, I was freaking out. There was a dream. Have you ever nightmares?
Yeah.
This is honestly one of the most scared I've ever been in my life. Period. I'm in a warehouse, and it stretches. It's one of those industrial warehouses where it's like pillars, like support beams, and it just goes, and it's like so fucking long,
endless.
Totally. And windows are blown out, and it's just cement floor, cement wall, cement ceiling, and the floor is shaking, and I fall through the floor on like one of the top floors. And I slam on the next floor, and I'm like, what the hell was that? And I look across the room, and I'm like, and I see like a silhouette of a woman. Like, fuck, okay, like, hi, hello? Floor shakes, boom, drop through, boom, drop through, boom. And I'm falling through these floors, boom, boom. And each one I fall through, I'm like looking, and she's getting closer and closer and closer as I fall through the floors, dude. And then like the last, I felt her coming like already where I closed my eyes. The last floor that I landed on, she's in my face, like screaming, and she had like no eyeballs and like this huge, like fucking scream in my face. And then I woke up and I was like, like just losing it, like totally fucking struck with fear from a dream.
Have you guys had night terrors before?
No, I don't think so. That's the closest I've ever.
I've had night
I haven't
terrors
had
and
crazy stuff.
sleep paralysis.
Were you frozen, dude?
Yeah. When
I
you
haven't
wake-
had
you
crazy
wake up.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've forced myself to get into that sometimes.
Forced?
Me and my brother, remember? I kind of talked about it on the
tried
podcast before.
to. Yeah.
We were trying to do like lucid dreaming.
See, that's like the good. That's like the good.
Fly.
Yeah, but it wasn't the
and-
greatest experiences sometimes. It was just weird. It was weird how you can like make yourself do things in sleep. That's creepy. Yeah. My brother would get a lot of dreams. I kind of wish I had scary dreams. But my brother would get a dream where he's in his bed and his bed was in the corner and the door was in the other corner. That's why look at my room. My door is I don't even have a door that's like a door. Like I leave shit open because I don't want anything. You know what I mean?
I don't want it.
Yeah. I always put my bed facing the total opposite way. You know
From
what I
the
mean?
door?
Yeah.
That's not feng shui though. Is that feng shui?
It is feng shui.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want a door towards the opening.
That's right. You don't want a bed towards the door.
So I'm feng shui as hell.
But you can't have your back towards the door. You can't have your head facing the door. Like the back of your head.
No, it's fine.
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
Well, that could be another time, not on a spooky podcast.
Okay.
We talk about feng shui.
Spooky interior design.
But my brother always have a dream where he's like in his bed and the door's right there, and he's basically just looking at like the direction.
Yeah.
And it would always be like the door opens like fast. You know, like fast motion stuff.
Yeah.
The door like opens fast, and then like there's the dark figure.
Yeah.
And it just like slowly walks towards him like
Oh.
that, like jittery. And
The
he would just
jittery-
have that a bunch.
Unhuman movement, scary. Fast, quick
No.
movement of doors and shit, scary. Architecture, that's weird, scary.
Yeah.
What about
Liminal
these night
space.
terrors? Tell me about this and cue it.
This has happened like
Cue it.
I mean my whole life pretty much, but
I
I
like
would
what
wake
Jordan
up
talks
with
about. He really fits the like vibe.
sleep paralysis.
You could have a show doing this. This is great.
Where you'll wake up middle of the night in the middle of your sleep cycle and be like your body's asleep but your brain's awake.
Oh.
So your eyes open and you're looking around the room but you can't move or talk or do anything.
Yeah.
And that's only happened to me a few times, but I've had night terrors where like I'll wake up and like feel like I'm still in a dream, and usually it's accompanied with some kind of like minor hallucination where you see like a shadow in the room or something moving, and it's really just like shapes that you're actually seeing, but your brain interprets it as like a figure or something. So I've seen like shadows at the foot of my bed like staring at me, and like that's like a pretty common one, I think.
Yeah.
I've also sleepwalked a lot. Like I still do that. Like I'm really stressed out. Like
For real?
Sleepwalk?
yeah, I did on the feature like a bunch of times in the hotel room. Like I would wake up and be standing like in the middle of the hotel room. But I think it's just when I'm really stressed out, like I'm getting bad sleep and my brain like
It's running.
it just like short circuits and I like wake up. But like I've had dreams like where like when I got back, I did a summer program this year where I was with a bunch of teenagers down in Puerto Rico, and very stressful but fun, but like a lot of work, and I was stressed out the whole time. So when I came back for like a week and a half, I was sleepwalking from the stress, but I would wake up standing like, and I had a dream one night that I was staring out the window and like I was watching something happening in the sky. and like the clouds moving or something really weird. And I remember looking at it and talking to somebody in the room, and it was daytime. And then I woke up and my face is against the window and it's the middle of the night. That happened like 2 months ago. I was like, that's when I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me, bro? That was really weird.
So that continues to happen to you.
Yeah, it's really only when I'm super stressed about like work or something. Like it doesn't happen all the time, but that was a weird one. That was really strange because it was like a switch flipped and like the light changed and it was dark. God. And I was looking out the window, but it was nighttime. I was looking into my neighbor's backyard at the moon. Very strange.
The moon?
Yeah, dude. Very weird.
Werewolf
Fucking
shit.
werewolf.
I
haven't killed anybody in my
You
sleep
look like
yet.
a werewolf too, kind of.
Oh.
Jordy kind of has a werewolf.
Yeah, you
look.
do have a werewolf vibe about you right now.
Walk.
The beard, man. That's terrifying, dude.
But yeah, man. When I was a kid, I had this recurring dream. This is a really weird one. It's such a weirdly specific dream. But I had a dream that it was again like very similar. It wasn't sleepwalking, but it was like I was in the room that I was in for real.
Yeah.
But I remember laying in bed in the dream, looking at the ceiling, and there was like a rock on the ceiling, a little tiny rock. And the rock, like I would stare at it, and the rock would turn into a boulder and fall on me.
Oh shit!
But it happened so fast, and I had that dream like hundreds of times.
What the fuck?
When I was a kid.
Damn, dude.
I don't have no idea why. I'm not afraid of rocks. I don't necessarily have a fear of like being squished by a rock or something. I have no idea what that dream was about. Somebody out there might know. But,
Yeah, someone will break it down.
but the way that the rock like
Expanded?
changed scared me so much. Like it wasn't like funny or like cool looking. It was just like something about it was like imagine like something that shouldn't move quickly or change changing and you being like and I'm in the dream laying in bed looking at it and then I'll wake up and I'm in the same spot in my bed. Very strange.
Dude.
I had an experience with my grandma. This isn't a dream. This was real. I just thought of it. She's a real straight-laced, like, no nonsense kind of person. Never jokes. Like, very, very straightforward kind of woman. And I used to live with her. I was probably like 11 at the time, and I was pushing boundaries. Right? I was messing with things. I was not listening a lot. And one day she's like, I did something on purpose. Like I didn't take out the garbage or something. And she was like, I was on the other side of the table and I was making fun of her. I'm like laughing at her, like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Dining room table. Not a big dining room either. Like, I don't know. Not big. We had this like long wooden table in the middle of it and I'm at the other end of it. And I'm just like laughing at her, like, like, nope, like, not doing it. Like, you'll never get me to do it. She's like, I'm going to call your mother. I'm like, go ahead. I'm not afraid. Like, you think I'm afraid? She's like, come here, Dave.
Oh god.
And I'm like, nah, you're not gonna get me. Like, I'm not doing that. And she starts laughing. And she never like ever fucking laughed like that. Like cackling. Like hysterically starts laughing at me, saying, like, come here, and like trying to get closer to me. And I'm like, no, we're not gonna do that. So I'm like laughing, trying to pretend like it's not bothering, but I'm really starting to panic. And I'm like, just keeping my distance around the table. She's like, come here, Dave, come here. And I'm like, no. Like, and it's not funny anymore. And I'm like, stop, Grandma, stop. Like, and she won't stop. Because you're at the point where like, you don't know what's going to happen. I was one of the most terrified I've ever been because my grandma was so out of character. It's like she was possessed, dude. And she was like laughing so hard, she was almost crying and like chasing me. And I instigated it.
You did that.
And I was too far in to like back out. Like she was just chasing me. There was nowhere to go. So eventually, I think I just like I tired her out or something, and then I was like, I'm sorry. Like, I think she let me off the hook, but like seeing that look on her face and her chasing me around the table like that, and laughing and like cackling demonically, like, dude, so scary, so scary. Dude.
Honestly, I don't know why my dad and my grandma would always just like wait around the corner and just go.
Just stay with
I'm like
on purpose,
guys,
just
please,
spook you out.
just stop it.
Dude, I did not like
The
that.
worst.
At all.
I used to do that a lot.
You would jump scare people?
Yeah, like all the time. I chilled out with that because I don't want to be the reason someone has like
Get
a
like a
fucking
heart attack at this point,
stroke
dude.
or something.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I used to scare my mom all the time with like masks and stuff, and my friends, and just like I thought it was funny because I was scared.
That brings up such a mask.
A mask.
Dude, my dad had this mask. He would whip it out, dude. Every just like Halloween, it's just like this. It has like crazy gray hair and this crazy zombie face, and he'd chase us all the way. He chased us for like minutes and hours, dude. Like it was terrible, bro. Like,
But you
I
figure
remember
after the first time you saw it wouldn't be that scary.
No, every time I don't know what it was, but there were some things that were just too scary to comprehend.
You couldn't grasp.
Yeah, like
it.
every time I saw it, I was like, it's so scary. I don't even want to make out what it looks like. You know what I mean?
Dude,
as a kid.
Yes.
But when I got older, I looked at the mask. I'm like, all right, it's like
It's just a silly
it's
mask.
still kind of
Yeah,
scary.
but when
but
you're a kid,
it's still kind
man,
of scary.
there's
But as a
different
kid, I was
level
like,
of fear.
I don't even want to look at it.
Yeah.
Like I don't
stay
even want
away
to
from
make
it.
out every little crevice of it. Like
Yeah, bro.
because it looked so terrifying.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it was rough.
What are you guys scared of most now?
Oh yeah, I
Now-
think much more like understandable stuff.
Yeah, this is
than,
good. Let's
like,
bring it to
masks.
reality.
Let's bring it back to reality.
One of the stories I wanted to bring up that it's something that makes me nauseous, like actually nauseous,
Cue it.
is like stories about like people dying and claustrophobic.
Oh, dude, people. I'm sorry. I love. Do you guys love
God.
watching scary stuff?
I do.
I love just like 1 a.m. throwing on like
A little
Scary
spooky
ass shit.
doorbell
So what I've been
cam.
getting into, unfortunately, every time I book a trip or I'm flying somewhere, I get into the plane crash side of
I don't like that.
YouTube.
Oh shit!
Like missing planes and like
Oh,
where did they
man.
go?
Oh,
Or did
man.
they get sucked into a wormhole? But like
Did you see it?
the final minutes of blah 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 flight
Yeah.
107, you know, and it's like, oh, why am I watching this?
Didn't
at
they
4 in
find
morning?
the one Malaysia flight? I think they just
They
found,
found
it.
pieces of it.
They
Yeah.
did. Oh, I didn't.
Well,
even know
like they
that.
found pieces of it right away. They still haven't found it. As far
They
as
still haven't found
Oh,
it.
really? I heard
Yeah.
something about that. Also, the new Bigfoot.
Oh, I saw. Did
you
you
see
see
that?
this? The new Bigfoot.
Bigfoot
footage.
2.0.
The
Play
new
it.
Bigfoot footage.
Play that. Let's see if we can pull that up.
Bigfoot.
New big bug feet.
Boo.
Boo.
I can't spell. I can't spell, dude.
Oh man, the new big. There it is.
This one.
TMZ.
yeah.
Wait, you gotta pull it up, right? Or no?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, TMZ known for their journalistic integrity.
No,
the-
but
the only
everyone was
people you can
freaking out.
trust.
Hold up. Look at that.
Bro, they literally said aliens were real.
It's literally doing the same thing.
Look at it, Jordan. Look at it, Jordan.
All right, that's pretty
What's
bad.
it doing?
It's turning and looking at the
pretty
helicopter
bad.
that
It's-
they're in,
you know what?
or car or whatever.
Google Bigfoot costume. Just Google it.
Bigfoot costume. No, it didn't look like that.
It did.
Did it?
No.
Yeah,
It kinda looked like that
bro.
one a
It
little
looked just
bit.
like it.
So you think it was a hoax?
It's a hoax, man.
Get
Damn,
your
man.
biggest friend,
I'm gonna be honest.
throw a Bigfoot costume on him, get some grainy ass camera on a
Honestly,
drone.
Yeah,
There you
it's
go.
fucked. Never
Money.
mind.
Sell
we-
it to
can-
TMZ.
Can I show you this?
Yeah.
Jordan, I don't
Throw
know
it
if I
up,
showed you
dude.
this.
It's clip time.
Skinwalker running at car.
This is the worst video, dude.
Dude, Jordan, have you seen this?
This is not scary.
Not scary. Are
It's
you
just like a naked guy. Right?
That's exactly what
Bro,
it is.
you tell me if this is real or not. Altered state. Look at this. They're going 50? Oh. Did you see that? Did you see it?
Oh,
I saw something.
There's a naked man hauling ass like 35 miles an hour.
July 2021.
Skinwalker in the
A
back.
half hour long.
No, we can't watch all this. No, but I mean, this Skinwalker thing is
You
like
remember-
freaking me out.
Yeah, I mean,
It could be a guy on like bath salts or something.
well,
too.
let's
like,
be honest.
Is that what it is?
Almost certainly. Or it's
look
one
at
of
the,
their
look
buddies.
at the speed.
he's going pretty fast.
Look at
at
this,
Look at
dude,
that.
in the eyes,
That does look kind of weird, huh?
dude. Are you kidding me?
That looks kind of weird.
You got it. You got to give me that. That's real, dude. That is a freak.
Wendigo.
Ooh.
Wendigo, not Winnebago.
Wendigo.
Wendigo.
Oh,
That's
the
what I'm-
Wendigo.
The Wendigo.
Wendigo.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't know. Is this stuff real?
Yeah.
Is it fabricated for your enjoyment?
Why do you think we are attracted to this kind of thing?
Because everything is explained We have explanations for everything.
Because life is
And-
just so boring.
Well, it's just you. There's very little mystical stuff.
Dude,
left in
I
the
wish
world.
there was mystical things.
Well,
you
there's a
know?
lot we don't know, but there's so much that we do know now that I feel like there's just a simple explanation for almost every. Like they used to think like rivers ran red with blood, but now we know like there's algae that look red. You know, like there's like there was a massive tidal wave. It was caused by an angry sea god. No, there's things called earthquakes that cause tsunami.
Yeah.
You know, there's like all kinds of like simple scientific explanations.
And I don't like it.
Yeah. But now you see something weird. The problem is there's so much fake stuff.
But
Yeah.
how about the real stuff that goes on that people do? This is what freaks me
that's
out
worse.
the most.
Yeah,
that's
that's
what freaks me
arguably
out the
worse.
most. Is I know shit that I can't even talk about that I can't. I swear to God, I won't say it.
What do you mean?
Of like groups of people doing crazy shit,
Oh, yeah.
and that they are fully true and exist, and like crazy shit, like that's scary to me. Like this shit's scary. That's scary. Like
Yeah,
when you have human beings like meeting up for like certain activities that are wild as fuck and they're secret as fuck.
Whoa.
That scares me, bro.
Dude, you sounded like an accomplice right here.
No, I'm not no comp. I have nothing to do
You're
with
just
it.
keeping
I don't
the
know.
info.
No.
Why are you
Don't
keeping
even
the
say.
info
Don't even
from
go
everyone?
there. Don't even go there. Don't even do
Are
it.
you talking about the? We're talking about
What?
the hidden
What?
secret
What?
societies.
Yeah,
Oh. Like what?
I'm a 33 level Grand Mason.
Dude, what is the Freemasons?
I can't
I
tell you.
think they were literally like.
Because I
A
see that
union.
mark and I'm like, that's some fucked up
Well,
shit.
they
Yeah,
were-
but it's on like a Buick.
Yeah, it's,
You know,
it's people I
they're
know.
not
I met
balling.
someone I
They're
know.
just,
I
like,
want to ask them.
Part of a secret society. It's a secret
Yo.
society.
But
Yeah.
I have a story now.
Hit it. Oh, we don't have the music, but hit the music.
Hit it. So at my one job,
Yeah.
I manage studios.
Oh.
Now this dude, I got a call from just a random number.
The Bigfoot footage, which is taken.
Not the
Sorry,
Bigfoot footage.
Wrong one.
There it is.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, different one. Here it is.
Here we go. So, oh fuck.
You had it. Then you
I get a call from a random number. This guy says, "Oh, hello. Like, are you Michael?" And I'm like, "Yes."
Mhm.
It's like, "Oh, I know you do studio stuff."
Mm.
I'm like, "Okay, cool." Like, he's like, "Oh, I'm looking for a room, like a meeting room." And I said, "Oh, okay, just like for work kind of thing." He's like, "Yes. I have a a community, and we meet every week."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, it's business stuff." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I'm like, "All right, let's meet this day." Now we go Thursday. We meet.
Who's there?
It's this. I'm gonna be real. I've never seen a man that looks like this. He was this big dude in a full suit, and he looked weird, man. And he comes in, and I opened the door to the room, and he's just like, he walks in, he says, "I'll take it," and I said, "Okay, but hold on, what, there's music studios. If you're meeting, it might be loud." He's like, "Oh, it's fine. It's actually better because people can't listen in."
Oh.
And I said, "Oh, haha, that's cool. It's great." And I'm like, "Oh, what do you do? Like, what community?" He's like, "Oh, I'm like the head of the Freemasons of the town."
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, okay,
Secret
great."
society.
I don't know what to say. I'm like, "Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Like, I guess if this is okay with you, then
Yeah.
let's go for it."
Right.
And he's like, "I'll reach back out to you."
Okay.
And then he just left.
Did he call you again?
No.
Because he gave away too much information.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on there.
Dude, have
And
you
he looked crazy. He didn't want to give me any info.
have you heard of Bohemian Grove?
Yeah.
So they're like,
That was real.
these are the top.
That was Alex Jones, dude.
These
He
are
went
top-
over there.
But let's talk about this for a second now. Think about that.
What?
Okay? Because he's a cuckoo,
Yeah.
that guy.
Well, why do you think he's cuckoo?
Well,
I mean,
there's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of fucking reasons, dude.
I know.
Pretty,
I know.
evident, pretty evident why he's a
He
cuckoo.
was just riding too much
Right?
of a
All
line.
respect to him, but he's a little crazy. But
Young guy.
he did break this story and he was talking all this shit about it, and
Yeah,
then
no
nobody
one believed
believed him. And he snuck his ass into this Bohemian Grove, which is, if you haven't heard of it, Google it. It's a place where like top politicians and leaders in the world, they go and they
Ever heard of
they do like a whole
Epstein?
Yeah. Oh
no.
You said too much. I bet you we lost audio.
Holy shit.
I bet you we lost audio.
Oh, it looks even spookier now.
Anyway, dude. They burn like a giant owl effigy, and they have a ritual, and like, what is that about? What is that for?
That's the god.
That's rich people not having enough stuff to do.
But that's what that's what scares me most. Rich people have not enough stuff to do. Because once you have enough power and money and nothing to do, that's when people get fucking, I believe, they start to like unravel. That's when the worst of like society comes out. You know what I mean? Too much power, nothing to do. So you're like, oh, I got to be a god tonight. I'm gonna create a group of gods and we're gonna do some crazy shit. Have you seen Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman?
Yeah. Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah. It's all about secret societies of like sex cults and like
We know it's real.
most powerful.
I mean, that's essentially what Scientology is,
Is it?
Yeah.
to my understanding.
They all follow like a guy.
You're about to get
What's his name?
It's like
Edward Hubbard?
L. Ron.
L. Ron Hubbard.
L. Ron Hubbard.
Yeah.
This dude that just thinks.
He's a science fiction writer.
Yeah.
Dianetics.
I mean, you can't make a thing or religion of if you're a science fiction writer. Right.
Dude,
Or maybe you can.
hey, dude.
Okay, hold up. Holy shit.
Dude,
Guys.
look how creepy it looks. Look how creepy it looks. Stay in the light. Jordan, stay in the light. Stay in the light.
Okay.
Stay in the light,
guys, we're
guys.
going to have to. I think this is a sign.
All right, we have to go to the stream. This has been a really
are
great
here.
time.
This has been the You Are Here podcast.
Jordan, is there anything you want to say before we go?
Don't go cave diving.
We didn't even look
Don't
up
go to
a
Nutty
cave
Putty.
dive. Oh my God! Can we look it up before we go? Real quick.
This is the one thing truly that scares me.
Okay.
That I'm lucky because I will just never go inside of a cave, so it won't happen to me.
The Nutty Putty Cave you were telling me about.
It was essentially, I give you the rundown.
Give me the rundown.
Apparently, there's a whole society of spelunkers. You know,
Yeah, I watched that shit.
Yeah.
of cavers in Salt Lake City. They're Mormons. They love going in caves for some reason. So Nutty Putty Cave, I believe, is near Salt Lake City.
Oh shit.
This dude, who's I believe a young father,
Yeah.
decided to go into an unexplored cave system.
No.
And like when we're saying caves, you think, it's big, like you could walk into it or whatever. These caves are like the size of like a beach ball.
No, dude.
And this guy is sliding
You
his
can't even
body
turn around
on his
in the
stomach
cave.
in the dark with a little headlamp, sliding into these caves. And he slides a little too far into this cave that he hasn't gone in before. And suddenly it goes down and he slides head first into a hole that's just big enough for him to like breathe. But he can't move his arms.
Turn around still?
His arms are stuck at his sides.
Oh my God.
He can't move his legs, can't inch his body back up because he's now inclined with his head facing down.
Oh!
Somehow a rescue team gets in and is trying to save him, but the way the cave is shaped, it's like kind of like a teardrop shape, and he's wedged
In the teardrop, bottom of the teardrop?
and he's getting pushed farther and farther into the narrow part.
God.
And they try and pull him out by his feet, and his legs break, and he slides farther into the hole. And they said he died, before, but he was stuck.
Oh, look at this.
He was stuck upside down in that cave for like a
Just
day,
smiling.
day and a half, 2 days. Who knows how long?
Yeah, look at that.
Oh my God.
I have mild claustrophobia, I would say at best, maybe just normal, your vanilla claustrophobia.
Yeah.
The thought of not being able to move my arms, being in a situation like that. I have a really, really crazy fear of being rolled up in a carpet. I just I've seen people do it for fun, and it just seems like
Freaks you out?
because what do you do?
Yeah.
That at least maybe you can get out. Dude, you get fucking stuck in a cave.
You're done.
I remember.
The size of a beach ball.
Wasn't there a picture of the kid's feet?
No.
You should just Google like the map of the cave and
Use
there it is.
this.
So he went down.
Entrance, the big slide, the birth canal, they called it.
When you imagine how tight that would be? People do this for fun.
And they did a plaque
It
for this
is,
guy,
dude.
man. Rest
But
in
this
peace.
happens. So if you want to go even, this is terrible. This is horrifying. Like one of my worst fears is just being stuck in a situation like that and being alive and dying slowly.
That's like being buried alive for me. If it would be, you couldn't pay me
it's
enough.
essentially the same thing.
You couldn't pay me enough to even fuck around.
People do this underwater
Oh.
in scuba gear. There's underwater caves so tight that you have to take off your scuba tank and push it in front of you while you swim through this hole that's like that tight. Yeah. And people are doing that under the ocean
For fun.
Good, man.
That's
you know,
what I think. There's a certain group of people that they like to push the boundary of life, and they want to explore, and they want to take chances that risk your life for the thrill. It's like what's it called? It's like adrenaline junkie. Like you just want to feel
But I feel
close
like
to
this
death.
is different than, say, jumping out of a plane. I would say that's an adrenaline junkie. Someone who skydives.
What is this?
This is just absurd. I can't. I honestly, there isn't even like, oh, I'm exploring the
that, and
unknown.
also like climbing shit, like with just no ropes.
Oh,
Just
the free
climbing.
solo
or
climbing.
standing on the edge of skyscrapers,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you know, for an Instagram video. You know, it's like, all right, you're at the very least that like you're out in the open. I just can't imagine a scenario
Me neither.
where it makes sense
No.
to crawl through a slit in a
No.
rock.
No.
When there is no chance, if something goes wrong, someone can save you.
Also, like it's just like what if the Earth just decides to close? You know.
Yeah. But
The
also,
rocks
you
just
don't know
close
how
the
That can
far
happen
you're
in a
going
normal
either.
cave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
You
imagine
know?
like that. You're wedged in already as you go
In
in.
the dark,
I can't do it. I can't do it.
nothing but your own heartbeat, essentially, because you're sealing off the hole behind you. So all you can hear is
Is in front.
yourself.
I really want to do just like an urban exploration. You know, like go to an abandoned place.
You know what I want to do? The same thing with that. It's like a Pennsylvania town that was just completely abandoned or
Let's
something.
do it, dude.
Westphalia.
Let's do it.
That's what I want to do.
Westphalia
we
is
do it?
creepy, but it's more sad than anything. But people still live there. But they closed off most of that town.
They did, right?
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like just an abandoned place. You know.
Westphalia is
Let's
like
go.
that.
Westphalia.
But like, what about an abandoned like a
Google
sane
it.
asylum?
Google Westphalia.
A sane asylum?
Westphalia is the basis for Silent Hill.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
It's a town with a coal mine underneath it. The coal mine caught on fire, and it's still burning.
Damn, that's sick, dude.
No, that's not it. How do you spell?
Isn't it Westphalia? Am
I don't know,
tripping?
man.
Pennsylvania?
They
Yeah,
named it
it's
after
in
this
Pennsylvania.
camper.
Well, that's a
kind of
van.
want one of these.
That's a van, Mike. Pennsylvania.
Maybe it's not Westphalia.
Try just abandoned Pennsylvania town.
It's definitely not it.
Google abandoned Pennsylvania town.
Maybe it's not Westphalia.
Like and subscribe.
I'm tripping.
Like and subscribe if you're listening. Thanks, guys. Town. Boom.
Oh,
There it is.
Centralia,
Centralia.
not Westphalia. Centralia. My bad.
Centralia.
I'm thinking of the van.
Yeah, you are.
Go.
I said it with so much confidence.
You did,
too.
dude. Westphalia.
did.
I was like, yeah, Westphalia.
You're looking at those
I've
vans,
practically
dude.
been there.
Look at the street.
Whoa,
The top one. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that shit.
that's pretty wild.
That's how you like
See the
get in
steam coming out though? That's like actual smoke from.
there. From the mine?
Yeah.
It's kind of sick, actually.
But it created all kinds of sinkholes and stuff, so the houses started to
Oh, that's a nice
sink
picture.
into the ground.
Look at that.
Hey. What's up,
Whoa.
Judy?
Yeah.
It's creepy, right? A little
Yeah.
weird.
They started to do that. They started to
Patch it up?
to-
It's
a nice house.
No, they started to dig up sections of the road so people would stop driving into the town.
Oh, wow.
Ghost
Yeah.
town, still burning.
Isn't that weird?
Might have to report.
And then there was a town where in PA, this is close to us, where there was a nuclear power plant that almost like had a Chernobyl moment.
3 Mile Island.
3 Mile Island. Did you hear about that?
No,
Dude, this was like very close.
3 Mile Island.
This was in the 80s, I think. Or
Yeah, it
looks like just-
late 70s.
Whoa.
This was right off.
Pennsylvania?
Yeah, dude.
It was very close, or if not a full, it was a partial meltdown. I think.
Partial meltdown, yeah. Yeah. Almost total Chernobyl
That's
moment.
good. That's good, huh?
Kids in there, the kids from the town were like developing things and
Whoa.
dying. Yeah, bro. It's right in
Holy
Pennsylvania.
shit.
3
No,
Mile
it's in
Island.
Jersey.
Is it in Jersey?
No.
I thought it was PA
Isn't it?
too.
3 Mile Island.
That's worth a visit.
3 Mile
Maybe
Island.
not.
Londonderry Township, Pennsylvania.
PA.
Near the capital.
Where-
Yeah, Londonderry?
But
I know
imagine
a lot of
being-
people from Jersey work there.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
well, because it's close to.
The border.
I think it is.
Well, it's interesting, like the town. Imagine being a town person, like, and you see that go up, and everyone was excited, like nuclear power. This is going to be amazing.
Well, yeah, all the jobs. It's new technology.
yeah,
so-
yeah. At the time, you were psyched, and then like start seeing ash float over your house or something. You
I,
know?
I went on a tangent like when I was in high school. I was obsessed with Chernobyl, and I watched all documentaries about like the incident.
You ever see people go in?
Yeah, dude. I mean, you can go into the Red Forest now, and you can go into like the surrounding areas.
Well,
and
there's people that
Pripyat.
like just go
inside the
to like
reactor?
explore,
Yeah,
like
which is
illegally.
crazy. Which is
It's
crazy.
nuts.
Stupid.
I remember watching these Russian guys. They just went in and they like made their own like scuba kit, like DIY.
the hazmat suits,
And the dude like jumped
radiation.
in
Oh.
and it started filling up with water.
Oh, you're fucked.
Bro.
You're fucked.
The worst videos in the world. I don't know who these guys are, but they're just these crazy Russian guys. They're like joking, just like
Yeah.
jumping in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
Before we go, last thing.
Yeah.
Do we have a second?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to show Jordan the short film from Jack Shanks. I don't know if I've ever showed it. to
Oh,
him
that one's
before.
good.
This is a spooky thing I wanted to show you, Jordan.
That's a good one.
It's a filmmaker from the UK, Jack Shanks. He was on the pod. I saw his
What's it called
short
again?
Man on a Train.
Man on a Train.
Shout out Jack.
This is good.
So, yeah, he made the short. It didn't go anywhere. No festivals. Nothing wanted him. And then it got on TikTok and it like exploded. Very short.
It's like a handycam video of
Yeah, it looks
short
like it,
film.
right? It looks like it.
I know, but I was in this like stupid thing of being like scared of him just not wanting to shoot me. Like obviously I needed to know I wanted to join forever. Like it's just ridiculous.
But then okay, so how long
What? I just need to like go through it because I honestly it was like all a bit of a blur actually. So it was like in front of the camera and everything's fine, right? Like we're shooting and like he's like, being really positive. It's getting a bit weird some of the positions, but I was like whatever. And he was like
positions?
and I was like okay, yeah, I'll walk around the back of the So yeah, then he wanted me to look at the pictures. So I went round to his side of the camera and it was so weird. Like he just so slowly put his hand around my back. Why didn't you call me? Well, obviously I wasn't.
Yeah,
gonna call
I kind of
you.
would.
Okay,
I
this
know.
is the problem.
Training.
This is what I'm having in my head.
Yeah,
I can't do
kind
it.
of flying around like for the
I
whole
should
week.
have obviously done something. I should have stopped.
So like,
it, but
park it there for a second.
I needed
Cut forward 2 months
the
later.
shoot.
Do you remember that girl, Jane? Whose number I was trying to get off
Am I
you?
wrong? No, it wasn't wrong. Like I obviously.
Yeah.
Of course you're not wrong.
Yeah, before you got to Australia, he gave it. Right, so I sent her a message. Grand.
I just feel like.
We'll go for a few drinks, right? Now, we're having a drink. She's asking me, like, where do you work? I said, I work at Casay's. And she said, no way. I was chatting to a guy like 2 weeks ago who said he worked for Casay's.
Jack Shanks, dude.
Nice.
I like it.
Simple.
Just the simple
Right?
movement. The simple
Dude,
movement.
that shit's so good because it's like we've all like been on that point. We're on the bus. We're looking around. We're like, fuck, what's going on?
Yeah.
Something happened like that?
Yeah, dude. Spooky.
I don't know, man.
Something about trains at night too.
Trains in there. You're locked in there.
Fuck that, dude.
Extra scary.
Fuck that.
I like the movement.
Yeah.
You don't know what the guy's doing. You can't really make him out, and he's fucking with her a little bit. Like, it scared the shit out of me when I saw it. That's the end of the pod, man.
That's it, man.
Everyone have a happy Halloween, a safe Halloween.
Yeah, happy Halloween. Reese's Pieces.
Peanut butter cups.
Peanut butter cup is
easily.
the best.
Yeah, easily. Favorite candy? Halloween candy?
Butterfinger BBs.
Ooh.
R.I.P. Best candy ever made.
They don't make it anymore.
They don't make it anymore.
I like a Butterfinger though. I won't lie.
No, Butterfinger BB.
I know, but I haven't had one.
Only.
So I like a Butterfinger.
I don't even know what that looks like.
But
They're little like Butterfinger balls.
a Kit Kat's pretty good.
I
too.
do remember those, dude.
Best candy ever made.
A Kit Kat's
These
pretty good though.
guys.
I've never had that.
they were
Runner up
good.
is strong. Runner up, if not first place, is Reese's though.
Reese's is my
Always.
favorite. Hands down. Jordan, any
Well-
final thoughts before we head to our stream?
Just be spooky every day, not just on Halloween.
I might go TPing tomorrow.
That's today.
That's today, brother.
Shit. Well, guys, thank you so much. We love you. Happy Halloween. Be safe.
About to go egg some cars, right?
Yeah, we're gonna go.
About to go X some cars, throw some TPs, and we're about to go stream and play some scary stuff. I'm not looking forward to it. Thank you guys so much. My name is Mike, and I'm signing out.
My name's Dave. I love y'all. Please be kind to yourselves. Please be kind to one another.
Give me my money!
Okay, now I gotta really do it. Dave, you have to. Don't look behind you.
We're good. Yes.
I don't want to look at this anymore.
Oh my God, you're a bitch. Fat bitch. Kick rocks.